When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a fellow opponent from the American, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule.
Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Got it in the middle. It's Callaway. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Running the red zone. It's Little. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Algier. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Working that left side. Stumbled to the ground.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
It's caught. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
It's on target and complete.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They just keep firing. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Air Force! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll toss it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Under fire. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage, and he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked, and they were going to throw his way, so he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Here's a hit. Defense grabs the football and Touchdown, Falcons! And into a defensive score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
UCF 0.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jefferson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the right. They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Knights line up to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. Here's the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking for room. It's Little. There he goes. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs.
Touchdown, Air Force! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He'll pull it on the read. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Right back to him on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room. It's Mooney. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Falcons have this offense rolling. He'll do it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, and this one's over.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. At the 20.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked. They should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Air Force! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got a man. It's Jefferson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Pulls it in. It's moved. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Thanks to grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Falcons will kick it away to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they're after him. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Keeps looking downfield. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the inside kid.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game. On that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jefferson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And that was way too easy for this offense. Defense is about leverage. It's about caging things and keeping it inside, not letting it get to the perimeter. They let that ball get outside with a guy that has speed. Next thing you know, first down.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And he was able to run through one tackle.
Run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a...
You impose their will and move the chains. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at...
Looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on third.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They go to the draw. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Falcons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Runs through the tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Touch pass on the run. Shakes off the defender. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Running back, gain of 1. Second down coming up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The option look. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble.
Here we go.
Wide receiver going in motion. That's caught. It's good. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
At the 48-yard line. 4th down coming up.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Pace, 27, jump.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great...
For the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And the offense here dialed up a really good...
The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.